Dhruva. Dhruva was the grandson of King Manu, who is the first human being according to the Vishnu Purana. Manu's son is King Uttanapada. Uttanapada had two wives, namely Suniti and Suruchi. Suniti was the first wife of Uttanapada, while Suruchi was the second wife of the king. Dhruva was the son of Suniti, and he had a younger brother called Uttam, who was the son of Suruchi. Uttanapada used to love Suruchi more than Suniti, as Suniti was the daughter of a tribal chief and Suruchi is the daughter of a rich king. Suruchi was jealous of Dhruva as he was the elder son and he had the right to heir the throne after Uttanapada but not Uttam. Under her influence and taking advantage of the love the king had towards her beauty, she ordered Suniti and Dhruva to stay away from the king and banished them from the palace. The story. Now, Suniti and Dhruv stayed outside the kingdom in a small mud hut near the forest. Suniti always told stories about Narayana, none other than Lord Vishnu. One day, Dhruva went to the palace and he spotted Uttam sitting on Uttanapada, that is, his father's lap. Suruchi was sitting next to the king and saw Dhruv approaching them. Dhruv asked whether he could sit on his father's lap. Suruchi stopped and scolded him that only her son can sit on the king's lap and no one else. Dhruva hoped that his father would stop Suruchi scolding him, but King Uttanapada ignored him and continued to play with Uttam. Suruchi couldn't bear Dhruv's presence there and she pushed him with all her might. Suruchi exclaimed that Suniti tells Dhruva stories about God and asked him to sit on God's lap. Dhruva went home to his mother crying and narrated the whole story. Suniti consoled him and explained that God would help whoever is in need and will eliminate all evil also. She conveyed that everything is possible with the grace of Lord Narayana. Dhruva was always fascinated by the stories of Lord Vishnu, one of the three Murtis who is considered to be the preserver of the world, whereas the other two, Brahma and Shiva, are considered to be the creator and destroyer. Dhruva then decided that he would sit on Narayana's lap as told by Suruchi in the palace. Suniti was shocked to hear these words from Dhruva and had no answer to the statements by Dhruva. She can't say no, as that would have reduced the devotion in her son, and she couldn't even say yes, as it would take a long time and require several sacrifices to have a glimpse of the Lord himself. She was struck and no words were coming out. She then explains that reaching out to the Lord is not an easy task and one has to do austerity and penance for several years, and explained Dhruva that is how various sages were gifted the presence of Almighty due to their intense devotion physically and mentally. Dhruva, after hearing those words from the mother, didn't feel scared or sad or hopeless about meeting the Lord, but he felt more determined that he is ready to do anything to meet Lord Narayana. Dhruva then told his mom that nothing would happen to him, and he took his mother's blessings and left towards the deep woods. He walked very deep into the forest without food and water for numerous days and nights. Dhruva was shouting Narayana Vasudeva for the Lord to hear. Dhruva started to inquire even various animals about the presence of Narayana. Sage Narada, who is considered to be the greatest devotee of Narayana, hears the cry of the 5-year-old. He goes in search of Dhruva, listening to the voice, and spots him. Narada tries to test the boy of his earnestness. He advised Dhruva to go back to his place, and this forest is not for kids and wild animals could eat him up. He also told Dhruva that his is the age to enjoy life and childhood, and one can meditate later after he or she completes all their respective duties of life. So Narada insisted Dhruva to return back to his mother, but Dhruva, upon hearing Narada's words, became more hesitant and determined to meet the Lord. Narada, understanding Dhruva's devotion, teaches him the Dvadasakshara mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He told Dhruva to constantly chant this mantra, and he told to feel the presence of the Lord entirely. Narada directed Dhruva to meditate at Madhuvanam. Dhruva at the beginning found it tough to concentrate, but he got himself into rigorous penance. He enjoyed the process of meditation and thinking of the Lord each and every second. Dhruva went to an extent of sipping water once in 9 days. Months passed by, and Dhruva was getting deeper and deeper into meditation. Later, he himself totally cut his consciousness of the outer world. His only thought was Narayana, and the only words coming out were Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Later, he stopped all his movements in his body and started to meditate by standing on a single foot. His penance was so strong that at a moment all the three worlds began to shake. The Purana also mentioned that the earth became tilted at the point where Dhruva put his foot to the ground. Finally, looking at the devotion of the small boy, Lord Vishnu was pleased by the penance, meditation, and devotion of the young boy, and he decided to please Dhruva by satisfying his desire. Then Lord Vishnu sat aboard his vehicle Garuda, the eagle, and landed in earth in front of Dhruva. Lord Vishnu requested Dhruva to open his eyes, and it was Narayana himself requesting him to open the eyes. Dhruva was amazed by the sight of Narayana or Lord Vishnu, and the sparkles around the Lord dazzled the sight of Dhruva. Dhruva was enchanted looking at the beauty of the Lord. He meditated for years. Struck by the resplendence, Dhruva wasn't able to utter a word and was taken aback totally. Then Lord Vishnu touched Dhruva's right cheek with his mighty conch shell called Panchajanya. Then out poured a beautiful poem in the praise of the Lord by Dhruva in 12 verses. This hence was known as Dhruvastuti. Being immersed in penance, Dhruva even forgot the objective of his penance and just asked for a life in the memory of the Lord himself from the Lord. Dhruva was merely 6 and had no personal desire. He asked the Lord why he wasn't allowed to sit on his father's lap. Then Lord Vishnu made him sit on his lap and taught him a lot of things, making him a scholar. Lord Vishnu then explained that Dhruv could join him only after he completes his duties as a human on earth. Till then, Dhruva is requested by the Lord to rule the kingdom, keeping all his subjects happy and see that they face no trouble. Lord Vishnu also guaranteed that after leading the life of a human being, Dhruva shall continue to exist in the form of a nakshatra, even after his life on earth comes to an end. Thus, the Lord blessed the ardent devotee with the power of being immortal as an immovable nakshatra that we now call the pole star. Uttanapada, realizing his mistake and knowing that his son met the Lord himself, Dhruva was provided a very warm welcome in the kingdom and was crowned king at the age of 6 itself, and forgave her stepmother Suruchi and lived his life on earth as a great human, setting an example for others. And after his life on earth, he is now the Dhruva Tara or the pole star.